not prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
How are we all? Welcome back to Turf Moor House TV from me and Diddy Dan as well. Diddy Dan doesn't really get much of an appearance. He's usually locked under the cupboard. If not, it's Big Dan in the doghouse. That said, hope everyone is well. Hope you are all living the dream. Friday, we're here. And a good old match day tomorrow. That's what we look forward to. The weekends, it's like, yes, feet up. Saturdays, football, beer, a couple of bets. That's it. I'm an happy man. The simple things in life. Simple things in life. But yes, thank you very much for coming in. Really do appreciate it. And we've got another cracking match preview again tonight. And I'm glad to have Myles back from the Sky Blue Fans TV. And yeah, I will bring you in very, very shortly. Obviously, a few things have happened today in the world of Burnley Football Club. Two youngsters have gone out on loan. Dara Costello, who has seen a bit of championship football with us at the beginning of this campaign, he's now gone out on loan to Bradford for the rest of the season. And part of our youth system, Joe McGlynn, has joined Kidderminster Harriers in the Vanarama National League till the end of the season as well. Incomings-wise, I mean, I'd kill for a signing. And we did. Al Dakil, in fact. Came in, the Iraqi-born Belgium under-21. Don't ask. He's joined the club for rumoured to be around 3.5 mil or euros plus add-ons, about 5 million euros plus in bonuses, etc. But he joins the club, and rumour has it he was one of the first names that company wanted ahead of even some of the signings in the summer window. As you can see at the bottom, it says follow our socials. But can you even see them social buttons? Trust me, that's something I need to work on with this editing malarkey. However, this is where you can find us on social media. And we are also putting this out on our podcast platform. So if you are listening, then thank you very much for everyone who has. We have been a little bit slow on the podcast front, but we are coming back. And I will bring Myles in as soon as you can find out where to find us on all social media. And here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. How are you doing, Myles? You all right?
I'm all right, Dan. You?
Yeah, living the dream, pal. Living the dream. So, how's things been with you? Good Christmas, good New Year?
Yeah, lovely Christmas, thank you, and New Year. Got to go away to Cornwall for a couple of days over Christmas, in between.
Nice.
Which was lovely, and had a lovely place down there in sunny Cornwall. Although it wasn't sunny, it was wet and gloomy. But who cares? It's by the seaside, and the dogs loved it on the beach. So Yeah,
I totally agree. I love it down there.
I like your mini Dan. That's good.
Oh, to be fair, there were a friend of mine who I'd made them up, and then he said, "Oh, could you make me one? And I can remove the background." I said, oh, well, if you could, and then try and put it in. So I've got like a little mini version. That'd be good. But
you have to get us one made.
yeah, we'll do. I'll try and get one of you. I'll try and get one of you and Mark.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Have Mark sitting on a fence, though.
Just sat in the background going like, come on, Coventry. We're going to get Dick to him. We're going to get Dick Myles. But no, you do have obviously your own platform, Sky Blues Fans TV. Tell people where they can support you and all your stuff.
Yeah, so I'm Myles, one of the presenters on Sky Blue Fans TV. Also, I'm the roving reporter. So tomorrow, if you want to find us, come and see us outside the away end at Turf Moor. I'll be outside about 2:15 for about 15 minutes, and then we'll head off into the ground and video inside the ground. So I'm looking forward to that. But you can get us on Twitter, you can get us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And just search Sky Blue Fans TV. And we're growing quite fast. I think we're one of the fastest growing Coventry City fans TV or podcast going around at the moment. We're growing rapidly. I mean, we've just gone over 3,000 subscribers on Twitter.
Smashing it.
We had to, fantastic. Thank you. And we had to rebrand on Facebook. So we've got a brand new logo now. And so we're just starting to grow the Facebook page again. But we're getting there. So, thanks for having us on. It's great. I love talking about football. It's great fun, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, this for me were born out of boredom during lockdown, and I thought I can chew anyone's ear off about football. And I look at my family sometimes, and they go, "What? You're not talking to the right person about this sort of shit." And I thought, right, well, I'll find a lot more people online that will want to listen. So, sod you, mum, sod you, and your partner, and everybody else. Although my partner has become a bit of a big football fan now. In fact, she's top of my predictions league, and she were when we were in the Prem as well. Don't know how, because she hadn't a clue. But she clearly... But I don't know. I think she's a bit of a hustler on the side. But yeah, the links to the YouTube channel, I think, is in the description of the video. So people, please do go check that out. I say it is in the description if you are watching us on YouTube. If you're listening on the podcast, as I say, search on social media for Sky Blues Fans TV or at Sky Blues Fans TV 1 on Twitter, and you'll find them on there. See, I've done my homework. I have done homework.
I'm impressed, really impressed. Just look for the lovely new logo we've got.
Oh, yeah. It catches your eye. It's like walking past Dixon's when they've got a webcam there. Sort of, oh, do I look good? Good side, bad side. Henry's in the chat. Good evening. Hope you're well. Just finished the podcast. How did it go? Because obviously I know you're starting up a channel and you're trying to get into the swing of things. How did it go? Let us know. Stream Elements bots in, best mates, fist bump and all that. That's up and running. Glenn's in. Says, great intro video. Sky Blues hopefully going to get a result tomorrow. Well, I have news for you shortly. We shall see. But glad to see you in the chat, Glenn. Turf Arts in says, hi, Dan and all. Hope all is well. Yeah, all is good in the hood. Everything is sweet as a gnat, brav. Dan Max says, still weird, Burnley signing players. Yeah, very weird. Very strange indeed. Henry saying hi to the chat. Let's see what people have been saying. Must have a secret stash somewhere. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'll tell you something. I was smashing packets of love arts that belong to the kids. The little sweets. And trust me, I'm going to have gastro problems by the end of this. I'm telling you that now. Sam's in. He says, Myles will be happy that Wagon has left Cov on loan. Yeah, he's joined Huddersfield, hasn't he? So we will talk about that. We will bring that up as well. Ken O'Tomo says, mini Myles. Isn't 1 Myles enough? Glenn knows as well. Mr. Negative, mini Mark. So,
sitting on the fence.
Oh, yeah. See, I got a half from the missus and then they excuse me because I said she's a hustler.
She's got Burnley shirt on there, though.
Yeah, exactly. See, exactly. Evening to yourself. As I say, Facebook user. Since we've joined the group, since we started a group instead of the page. It only comes up Facebook user now, unless you allow StreamYard, which is it baffles me why it can't just put name up, but it can on a page. Strange thing. Facebook, Meta, Instagram, they're all pissing the same pot. But I hope you well, whoever it is, anyway. Evening to yourself and up the Clarets. Luke's in. We've even got Forrest in the chat. Hope you're well. I'm guessing you won't be taking a trip to Blackpool anytime soon for a getaway. Henry says it's very hard work down there. 41 subs at the moment, trying to find good quality content that fans will view. Do stuff you believe in, and if you believe in it, people will follow it. That's the main thing. If it's something you enjoy doing, then whoever's watching, however people watch it afterwards, doesn't matter. As long as you enjoyed it and enjoy yourself, what you're putting out. Claret One's in. Evening to yourself as well. The only problem with doing it with this Chromebook, right, is I've got no flaming mouse, so I'm having to use the mouse on this laptop, and it's so flaming unresponsive. It's unreal. Kate says, when he says he's feeling breathless, it may be well down to a love heart being stuck in your throat. Could be. Could be. One that says love you, but then kills me. Kate's in fan form tonight. When isn't she? Trust me. God Almighty is that one. Being Dan, that should have said evening. You just had to remind us of that. Of course I did. Of course I had to remind you of Blackpool. It's either that or your best mate, John Moss. Henry says, thank you so very much, Dan, for the encouragement. The confidence is in short supply. FSG stole it. Well, they seem to do at Liverpool these days.
Has that Henry got his own channel then, has he, Dan?
Yeah. Henry's got his own channel.
Got his own channel.
Yeah, it's just starting out and trying to get themselves up and running and speak football. So yeah, go check it out.
Yeah. Just keep going.
Yeah,
keep going.
Keep doing it.
Keep going, mate. Just if you love it, then just keep doing it. Like Dan said, you just got to enjoy yourselves, have a good laugh while you're doing it, and you just that's why I do the roving side of things. I absolutely love just talking to people out and about before the games and before our games down at Dillon's. It's just great fun, and people really enjoy the interaction as well. I think it's better fans interviewing fans than the media interviewing fans. Yeah. I think they enjoy it a lot more, don't they? Of
course they do. Dan Matt says, looking forward to losing 3 bets tomorrow as long as Burnley win. That's fine. That's fine. As long as Burnley win, who cares? 1 month since Henry started, so still early doors. But yeah, Henry's answered your question there, Turf, as well. Myles, let's get into it then. Coventry, a lot has gone on over the festive period. 1 minute you're being kicked out your stadium. You've had the stadium bought, and then it's all like, what's going on with the Wasp situation? And then now you've got somebody who's come in, and all of a sudden things are starting to fall into place. You've checked down the back of the sofa, you've vacuumed everywhere else. The kids have gone mad in the front room, but all the pieces of the jigsaw you've managed to find, and it's just about putting it all together now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've missed something out, though. We didn't have a shop until a week before Christmas.
Yeah, I remember you saying how happy you were at the club shop.
It's just a bit mental. But yeah, hopefully this is the start of a new beginnings for us, to be honest with you. It's been... this week's just flown by, I think, because we've been so busy with all the news going around on social media with 2 new signings, loan signings, but good quality signings. And then the new owner, Doug King, who's come in, bought 85% share of the club. And he seems really committed because he's given himself 2 roles at the club. And he's been hands-on with Mark Robbins this week. Mark Robbins has had an interview this afternoon. I watched it this afternoon, extended interview, and saying how he's really committed to the club. He's really going to back the team. He's going to back the fans. And I think that was a sort of a dig at Sisu, where they didn't really understand what the club's all about. And I think this Doug King is really took on board the fans and the the way the club is run, and Mark Robins, and the style of football. And for a guy as well that's come in whose mum's just passed away 2 weeks ago, so he's had that to deal with, and he's been going to the under-21 games. He went to under-21 game on Monday night, and for a chap like that to do that, you can see that he's committed to the cause. And we haven't had that since, I don't know, in the Premier League, really. It's just been a tough 21 years. I know we keep going on about it, but it has. And the last five years has just been absolutely superb. Since we got promoted from League Two, we've never had football like we have under Mark Robins. It's just been absolutely amazing football.
Yeah, I mean, we touched on it on your pod last night, that the way you've filtered through the divisions, you've still kept that same mantra in terms of your football. God, I sound like Dash, this same mantra and all these bloody words that you pick up. Jesus. You've gone through that same element, that same tactic of playing good football when it's been from League Two all the way to where we are now. That's a solid basis, isn't it, that you've got going at Coventry? That you don't think. I know you said yesterday you'd love us to do some of the slow stuff and slow games down, be a bit of a shithouse sort of thing, but you enjoy the aspect of watching good football.
Yeah, I mean, as you just said, the style of football since League Two, since Robin's come in, has just been unbelievable. The play, the way we move the ball, and we've stuck to it. I remember when I was coaching kids, the team I used to coach for, they used to say that all the coaches want to coach a particular way, all the same for all the levels. So then, if anyone moves on or anyone sees players, they know that they've been playing for that team because that's their style of football. And I think Mark Robins has brought in his expertise from being at Man United, being at Norwich, and those teams that he's been at have played football, and he's evolved with the game. Mark Robins, he's evolved with it, not the likes of Steve Bruce and that they get stuck in their ways, and they don't change the way they want to play. Mark Robins has adapted to the game. He's had to adapt. He's had no choice. He's worked under a lot of pressure with such a small budget. I think we're the third or fourth lowest budget in the Championship at the moment, but we've always had a real small budget, no matter where we were, League. And he's working miracles. And the style of football, a bit like yourselves, you guys. I remember you guys saying you weren't sure on Company's style of football, especially the older fans. I think you were saying they're not going to get used to it because they're used to Sean Dyche. But this type of football is what you pay your money for, is to go and enjoy it. And trust me, we're enjoying it. It is a pleasure to watch. It really is.
I mean, what have you made so far of this season? As I say, I know off the pitch there's been, commotion, turmoil, etc. It's been so up and down. But from the beginning of the season to where we are now, how do you piece this first half of the season together for you?
So I think the start of the season, obviously, with the pitch concerns, we've interviewed players and they've said how it affected them, because 1 week you're training for your home game. On the Friday night, it's getting called off, and they're then in for the following week. So they're not getting match fit. They're not getting any routine going. So that really upset the flow of everything. Also, when a certain player wasn't in at the beginning of the season, who you lot were after, and now he's out again, unfortunately. I'm not going to mention it because I'll end up crying. But when he came back into the team, we started to click. I mean, first game he come on as sub, and we just literally started to click straight. I think it was against Rotherham, I think. And the guy just changed the momentum of the team, and we started to go on a real good run, and going up to the World Cup, it was just fantastic. We moved out the bottom. We got up to touching distance of the playoffs. Then we had the World Cup break. We didn't get a friendly during the World Cup break. I think a lot of teams did. We couldn't because we had too many injuries. As I've mentioned before, we've got a 21-man squad. Everyone else in the Championship have got a 31-man squad. So we're 10 players short of everyone else, and we can't rotate week in, week out like the likes of Burnley, like Sheffield United or West Brom. You know, they can rotate players. So our players are playing week in, week out, probably 2 games every week. So up until the World Cup break, it was superb. It was just, we were tearing teams apart. Then we come back after the World Cup break. We've had a bit of a sticky one. I think we won 1 out of the last 5, drawn a few, lost 1 as well. But we're starting to get the fitness levels back again, which, as I say, during the World Cup break, we lost them because we couldn't have any friendlies. And, you know, hopefully we're going to move in the right direction. And with a couple of lively lads that have just come in on loan, and they are lively. One of them's played against you this season, and I think you were losing 2-1, I think, to Rotherham with about 80-something minutes to go. They took off our loan signing Brook, and you ended up winning the game. And I think he set one up in that game as well. So
yeah, he did.
Someone was saying earlier, it's a lesson for Robbins not to take him off tomorrow if he plays. But, you know, if these lads have come in because they play our style of football, and we must be doing something right to get the Manchester City lad, because we've got Callum Doyle on loan from Man City. He's obviously probably being asked by Man City, what's it like? And they've gone, okay, we'll send Josh down there and he can play with you, as he'll play on the right-hand side, I think. Is it right or left? Left-hand side.
Yeah.
He'll play on the left-hand side. Brook will be on the right. So, yeah, it's I'm looking forward to the second half of the season. But the first half of the season, I'm happy because we were bottom of the league, you know?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
We were pulling our hair out and we're thinking, oh, the squad ain't big enough. And then all of a sudden, we went like that. And now we're sort of coming back that way.
I mean, funnily enough, it slots perfectly into what the True Red says. You know, I said it to you yesterday. You know, are you going to sort of emulate that Forest story of being at the bottom and having that rise and potentially playoff success? He asked there as well, how's Jonathan Panzo been for Coventry while being on loan?
Yeah, first of all, I'll go touch on Panzo first. Panzo's been really good. Very impressive. At Reading, he made a mistake that led to a corner, which gave the goal away, and we got beat just after the World Cup. That was the first game back. He's got a mistake in him, but he's still learning the game. He's very young, but he's all right. Yeah, he's good in the air. He's scored a goal for us, which we're well happy with. He scored in every game during the friendlies in the summer. So, you know, he's not a player. To be honest with you, I think it'd be nice if we go and sign him. If he's out of favour at Forest, I'd take him as a signing. As for us getting in the playoffs, doing a Forest, you never know, do you? I don't look. I always think we're going to get 6th. Every season I say we're going to finish 6th. If we finish one place above where we finished last season, it's improvement. The key thing for me is getting to that magical 50 points, and then we'll move on from there. I mean, you guys have won the league. There's no doubt about it. So, you know, I don't know why we're turning up tomorrow, to be honest with you.
Hey, at the beginning of the season, I predicted us to finish 8th. I honestly thought, you know, with the come down, the change of players, the change of style and things like that, I thought it's going to take us a while to get used to this. Didn't realise we'd take to it like a duck to water. And to be honest, Johnny's question here, he says, I love Gyökeres, ask him if he likes him. Likes him, loves him. He's not leaving. He's basically going to be Myles' answer. I think a lot of clubs love him at the moment.
The thing is, Dan, you can't say never. Okay, we've been told Mark Robbins has turned around and the new owner has said, we're not selling anyone, right? You can't say that because...
money talks, doesn't it?
Exactly. You know, you've only got to have... It's like me saying to you, I love your car. It's worth $4,000. I'm going to give you $8,000 for it. What are you going to do? You're going to snap my hand off, aren't you? You know? So Gyökeres, you can't say you're not going to sell him. He cost us $1 million from Brighton. If someone comes in with a silly offer of 25, 30 million, as a businessman, if you're Doug King and you say you're going to reinvest the money and you're going to give Robbins that 25, 30 million, then you're going to sell him, aren't you? You're going to go and
Yeah, of
sell
course you
him,
are.
and you're going to improve the squad. So you can never say never. But they have said he's not for sale. You know,
No.
your house is not for sale until you put a board outside, is it? So if someone knocks on your door and offers you more money for your house, you're going to sell it, aren't you? So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and so Victor is strong, he's powerful. He loves it down the sides and cutting inside. He absolutely loves it, relishes it, and he really bosses people off the ball. But yeah, he's a great player. We love him, and he's got a fantastic song. And he plays for Sweden.
I mean, Luke says there, does Tyler Walker still play for you guys? You're asking the wrong person. Myles doesn't like Tyler Walker.
Listen, we got rid of one today. Waghorn's gone. Right, that's another one that's got to go. Okay, he don't even run. He's, do you know what he does? His surname's spot on. He walks. He walks. Seriously, he's living off his dad's surname. Seriously, now, honest. Oh man, we were after him for 4 years, 3 or 4 years before we got him. We were after him for about 3 or 4 years before we got him. Right, I think it's 3 years before we got him. Oh my God, man! Seriously, he's been injured. He's back on the grass today, and someone said, "Oh, I think he's still in Robin's plans." Oh God, I hope not. Wow. Seriously, I really do hope not, because it's just honest. Like me and you, Dan, I've got bad lungs. I could run faster than Tyler Walker, mate. Honest.
Well, that says it all. That says it all. If that's answered, hopefully that's answered your question, Luke.
I hope he ain't watching. I might have to interview him in February.
You'll get a message tomorrow. Team news. First start for returning Tyler Walker. Oh,
no, I'm going home. Seriously, like when we played Norwich, listen to this. Right? We made the journey to Norwich. We had this coach, and we normally have lovely coaches. And on this one day, the coach company sent this real dodgy coach. It was awful. And at the back, the toilet at the back, it was at the back of the coach. This is how old the coach is. So it was one of the first coaches to have a toilet on. And at the back of the coach, the hot air thing was blowing all day. You went up the back of the coach, it was like a sauna. Anyway, we all get to Norwich. We find this pub by the riverside. Beautiful day, sun was shining. Our friends travelled up from Ipswich who are Cov fans. They come and met us. We're all out on the riverbank and we're watching people taking the mickey out of the rowing boats. Team news comes out at 2:00. Tyler Walker up front on his own against Norwich. There you go. Now, I'm not going to repeat what everyone was saying on the side of that waterfront on that day. The language.
The bleeper had to go. The bleeper were working overtime.
Seriously, I recorded it and we put it up and we went, "Nah, we're going to take it down. Too much swearing." It was literally beep, 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 beep,
wow.
beep. It was unbelievable. So, yeah. So if you want Walker, you can. We're giving you for free. You can play with his nose.
If he invoices the club the taxi fare to wherever he gets to as well, they'll happily pay him. Johnny says here as well, he says he asked this to the majority of guests as well. If you could take any player from out of the Championship to bring to Coventry, who would it be?
Oh, flipping it. That's a good one, isn't it? Oh, blimey. You've got me now. Anyone in the Championship?
Anyone. Absolutely anyone in the Championship. To be fair, I did a show the other last Monday, and I had people from like teams in and around the playoff as it is now. And one of them said Matt Grimes of Swansea. And I was like, you take Timu Pukki?
Pukki. Yeah. Pukki. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Play up front with Vic. Pukki. Yeah, why not? He knows where the goal is, doesn't he?
Yeah. And even if not, he's at that age now where he could hold it up well for Gyökeres to be on the shoulder of the last defender. So could work out pretty well, that.
Yeah.
Scary thought, that, actually.
Yeah, they are.
Look at that. Master tactician.
Walker. They can have Walker, we'll have Pookie.
He practically played like he played for Norwich anyway when he started, when you went.
Oh, God. Seriously.
It's good,
Oh,
though.
here we
It's
go.
good.
Here we go. What's this? Walker.
This
What's
Burnley
this?
team don't do walkers, only runners now. And yeah, it was the Watford guy, Pidge, that said he'd take Matt Grimes. Callum says we need a centre-back most, or Anel Ahmedhadzovic from Sheffield United. I probably butchered that, but yeah, I can understand why you just put Anel in there and not the rest of it. Glenn says Todd Cantwell, if he got back to the form of 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But
I
Dom
could have said that, or
Hyam to
bring
come
Dom
back from
Hyam
Blackburn. That's not bad.
Yeah. I see Johnny Leo's just put there. No one says any Burnley players.
Yeah.
We'll have Matson back.
Well, I was just about to say,
tomorrow.
there's a few stats regarding the game coming up. Burnley obviously have lost just once in their last 9 league games against Coventry, winning 5 and drawing 3, losing 1-0 away from home back in November 2010. It's the first league meeting at Turf Moor since April 2012, which played at a 1-1 draw, which I know you said the other day you'd snap your hand off for a point.
Yeah.
Although I know there's a pound on 3 too, so got to keep them avenues open, aren't you, Myles? But Coventry's last win back at the Turf was in May 2007 under Ian Dowie.
Yeah, I think it was McSheffrey, was it?
Yeah, could be. Could well be.
Yeah, I think it was.
Could well be. We are the only side in the Championship. Go on.
That was the year we beat Man United with Ian Dowie, and Michael Mifsud went up to Man United in the Carling Cup and we beat them. Mifsud tore them apart.
He was a good player, him, Michael Mifsud. I rated him. Yeah. Really rated him.
Yeah, he's good player.
No side has kept more clean sheets in the Championship this season than Coventry, who have 12, with the Sky Blues already recording 2 more than last season's so far. And you mentioned there Ian Matson. He's been directly involved in 8 league goals this season, 4 goals, 4 assists, which is twice as many goal involvements as he registered last season in the Championship for Coventry. So, it is... I know stats mean nothing. It's how you perform on the day. But, looking at it, do you have the confidence going into this one?
If I was on here Monday, just gone, I would have said, "Oh God, I don't want to go." But after the news Tuesday. I'm looking forward to it now. I can't wait. It's going to be a good day out. We've got to be up a little bit early, but I'm looking forward to the day out. It's going to be good. And I've heard that we can go to the cricket club just behind the ground, which would be nice as well. We're going to be there nice and early. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it now. I think because of everything that's happened on Tuesday, and I think it's just given everyone a bit of a lift. It's given the fans a lift. We were starting to feel a little bit low, especially after the Wrexham defeat. But I think now we're bringing just over 2,000 up. You gave us a few more tickets, but I don't think they've sold. So, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to go and get me fridge magnet. So, I've got to get my fridge magnet before you get to the Premier League.
Glenn says Michael Doyle scored the winner in 1-0 win. Callum Doyle to score the winner tomorrow. Oh, big one. Henry says Napoli and Aston Villa winning 1-0 tonight. Glenn says we've shut out Sheffield United, Watford, West Brom, Blackburn, QPR, and the Blues. I mean, like I said, even when it was at your place, it was only a narrow 1-0 win there. Goal by Nathan Teller. It seemed to take an eternity to drop in. It sort of p-rolled over the line. But it just goes to show that in that game, how well drilled you were. And it was 2 good footballing sides. Are we going to see that again? And where do you think the game's going to be won?
I think we will see it again. I think both teams play very similar. You got your wing backs that get forward. We've got our wing backs get forward. I think if we push high enough up, we'll prevent you from pushing us forward, pushing yourselves forward. Sorry, but probably it's going to be in the middle. I think Ben Sheaf has been absolutely inspirational this season. He mops everything up. He's a player. Do you know when you get a player and you go, oh, he's been, you don't really notice him, but he's doing everything right. Yeah,
I think we had it with George Boyd. That it's sort of like he was just a madman running up and down like no tomorrow, and people are like, "Well, what's he doing? Like nobody notices what he's doing, but he's top of the running stats." It's the fact that these players sort of pull other players away, and that's what creates the space for the people that you're actually watching play football, but you don't realise the unsung hero.
Yeah, and it's about the way if a ball comes through, he'll stop the ball from getting to the back three, and all of a sudden he's on the ball, and you go, "Where's he come from?" He's sort of he just sneaks in. He sneaks in and takes the ball. He's really growing. He's really growing into the Championship. He signed for us on loan the first season in the Championship, and everyone was like, "Oh, I don't know, he's a bit like this," and he's from Arsenal. He's probably got a bit of a chip on his shoulder. And as the seasons have gone on, the player has just got better and better and better. And everyone used to take the mickey out of him. And we were saying where we sit in away games, he wasn't at Arsenal for no reason. The lad had got quality.
He's obviously got talent.
Yeah, and the reason he couldn't get in the Arsenal team because of all the international players coming in was stopping these players from progressing. So you could see he's got the quality. And I'll tell you who he reminds me of, David Platt. Do you remember David Platt?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. He reminds me of David Platt. Really, really does. He's superb. Just behind
Great in Corrie. Great in Corrie, him.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Yeah. I'm missing it. I started.
No wonder you wanted to start at 7.
Yeah, it is. Missing Corrie. He's good at it. But yeah, he's that sort of player, and that then enables Hamer to pick up the ball and play some lovely passes, and then it allows Allen to break forward a little bit, and then Palmer, and Sheaf just sits in behind and just sweeps everything up, and he's a lovely player. And when he passes the ball, this probably sounds wrong. I'm going to say it anyway. He caresses the ball. He doesn't. When some play, when some.
I love that word. It's up there with moist.
There you go. When some players pass the ball and they hoof it, and then the player can't control it. Sheaf looks up, looks for a pass, and he caresses the ball, and the ball just flows across the surface of the grass, and he's great. And you watch now, I've bigged him up, and he'll have a stinker tomorrow.
Yeah, a ball will come over the top, and he'll try to touch it down and caress it, and it'll just rear off for a throw in or something.
Oh, he's scoring own goal. You watch. I've bigged him up, and he's gonna kill me if he sees this tonight. But, he's a lovely lad. Luke, though. He's a great lad. He's brilliant.
That's not happening, Luke. Trust me, I'd rather take Jay Rodriguez with Jay Rodriguez as an amputee by the sounds of things. I'd rather have.
We'll have it. Yeah, you can have Tyler. We'll have it.
Glenn says here, can Sheaf, Hamer and Allen outperform Brownhill, Cork and Cullen?
Yeah, they can.
I think they can. I think they can. I think it's just who, like I say, that's where for me the game's going to be won in the battle of midfield. Yeah. If you can sort that out, then it should be a walk in the park. I like the Rattler glass as well. Loving that. You can't beat an ass glass of Rattler when you're in Cornwall. It is quality.
In the world.
So much better on draft. So much better on draft, though, isn't it?
I told the place off where we were staying. I says, they said when we left, how was your stay? I said, oh, it's lovely, thank you. I says, I've got a complaint. I says, what is it? I says, why haven't you got Rattler on tap in a pub in Cornwall? I said, every pub we've been to has got Rattler. You're the only pub that hasn't got Rattler. You've got Inches. I mean, have a word with yourselves. You live in Cornwall. You've got a pub in Cornwall and you ain't got Rattler. Unbelievable.
That's why they moved down south. all the money, but they've only got inches. That's about
Yeah.
it. That's
That's it. Yeah. But yeah, we're going off subject, but Rattlers, oh yeah, best cider in the world.
Oh, quality, and it knocks you off your tits after 3 or 4. So can't complain.
Yes.
Can't complain.
We got a new one now.
No, I mean, we are in the January transfer window, like you said. Where do you think you need to sort of not improve, but where do you need? Because you said earlier you need more bodies. You know, the 21 to 31, the depth part of it. But what positions for you personally do you think that's where the depth is needed?
Yeah, so another centre back we need, because we've only got 4 really, with Panzo, who's out now for 3 games because he got red card last week. You got Doyle, we've got Rose, we've got McFadzean, who's injured. He's not going to be back till probably mid February, end of February. Bidwell can slot in there, which I think that would be the back 3 tomorrow. That would be Bidwell, Doyle, and Rose. We need another centre back, definitely, which I think we're going in for another Man City player. So we could have 3 Man City players at the back. Yeah. So we're looking at that. Then midfield, we definitely need another midfielder because Sheaf's on a. If he gets booked tomorrow, Sheaf, I think he's out for 2 games. I think because that would be his second time going over the limit of yellow cards. And then we definitely need another striker with Waghorn gone, Tavares injured, Walker's going to walk away, well, he won't run away, will he? But he'll walk. And Godden's coming back, so we need another striker. Really, I think we need 3 more players, and then that gives us time to get Dabo fit. We've got Eccles coming back, who can play in the middle as well. He's a good young lad, but Eccles can play right back. So that should be good. And Jack Burrows as well, who's another young talent, 22 years of age, was playing up in Scotland for a little bit. He's come back, got into the first team, and he's really impressed. So yeah, I think we need 3 more. There are apparently Monday or stroke Tuesday, Jamie Patterson's coming in from Swansea. He's meant to be having a medical. He's requested the move, and that's what happened with Bidwell last season. He's coming to the end of his contract. They terminated his contract early, so we got him for free. And that's looking like we're going to get Patterson that way as well, because he's a Cov kid anyway. So he wants to come home and he wants to come and play for Coventry City. Who wouldn't want to come and play for Coventry City?
No, playing football.
Club. Yes,
playing some good football. I hope you do. I hope you do it. If you're going to do it, take over those unwashed sister botherers, that M65. At least take over from them. Johnny Garcia, would you take Ashley Barnes?
Yeah, wouldn't be too bad, would it? I don't know.
No.
Would he fit? Would he fit in our team? Maybe. I'd take Pookie.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Not to be greedy, but I'd have Timu Pookie.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
And regarding the game, obviously tomorrow, you said you'll be there, obviously doing the interviews before and after the game as well.
Yeah.
You stood there, you're doing an interview. Next minute, you get a tap on your shoulder. It's Mark Robbins, and he goes, "Look, mate, I've got dodgy guts. You're at touchline today. I've heard your tactical analysis in the background. You've got free pick of that starting 11. Go for it. Who are you going for?
Who's me 11? Hold on then. Hold on a sec. I got to get this up because otherwise I'll get it wrong, and I always do because I misread people's names. 2 secs. So in goal, definitely. Our mate Ben Wilson. He's got to be in goal because Simon Moore had a shocker last weekend, and that's his first game actually. Simon Moore since I think it was Hull away. So Ben Wilson in goal, Jake Bidwell, Michael Rose, Callum Doyle, our back 3. We'll play with the wing back, so we'll have Norton Cuffey and we'll have Wilson, Esbrand, the Man City lad. So he'll be on the left. Norton Cuffey on the right. We'll have Ben Sheaf just sitting in front of Michael Rose, or Callum Doyle might be in the centre. Rosie be on the right hand side of the back three, actually. Then we'll have Hamer and Allen. They'll just sit in front of Sheaf. Then we'll have a little diamond in the middle there, and we'll have Palmer, and then we'll have Vic on his own up front, and hopefully he'll have a good game and maybe get on the score sheet. Fingers crossed.
Who knows?
That's the starting 11.
It sounds good to me. I mean, like you say, you found that bit of a rhythm now. You're starting to put some good performances together, and as you said, you've gone from languishing, you're sort of climbing again now. Where do you think you'll see where for you is good enough this season? I know you said yesterday, even if it's one position above the last, it's still progression. Yeah. But looking at the way you're going, Henry, I know I'm at a wedding tomorrow, but it's not my own. Trust me. I'd rather be at Burnley Cove. I'd rather be at Burnley Cove.
I've got a headache. Can't.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get my own back for all those times somebody else has an headache. Nobody wants Brereton Diaz, Johnny. Nobody wants him just because he looks good and sounds good with his fake Chilean name. Look at how bad out of form he is. That's the reason why they're still doing crap.
The thing about him though, he's been playing out wide.
Yeah,
he's been playing out wide. When we played them up here, he was out wide, and Blackburn are playing him wide, and that's not where he plays. He plays in the middle, so he's having a bit of a rough time of it. But teams, we've done it in the past. We've played players out of position. Gary McSheffrey, I remember everyone used to go on about it. They played Gary McSheffrey on the wing, and he's a striker, and it was like, what are you doing? He don't play there, and we kept playing him there, and playing him there, and playing, and it's like. All teams do it. Look at England. We play a right back at left back.
No, it's true. England. I've seen Burnley do it. We played Martin. We had Martin Patterson. We ended up playing him on the wing. We did it with J Rod. We've done it when we had Carl Lafferty. We've done it with a few players. We've ended up shipping them out to left or right. Yeah. It's bloody. It's stupid. I don't get it. He played. Yeah. Brereton Diaz played on the wing. When they played us, and we beat them 3-0 at the Turf. He got no service, didn't see any of the ball at all. Yeah. And you're just thinking, what is John Dalton-Masson even thinking?
Yeah.
Like, what's his motive for putting his out-and-out goal scorer on the side? It's strange. It's strange. Either way, prediction time. Now, I know you've got a pound on 3-2. I know you'd snap your hand off for a draw. So if you want to make it 3 different predictions, and at least then your arse is covered, be my guest.
Listen, look, at the end of the day, it's just going to be a good day out. Every away game's good. It don't matter what happens. But if we put in a performance like we did at Watford, I think we'll beat you. But if we put in that performance, if we put in that sort of gritty, hard-working team performance. There's no I in team. It was a team performance, and we are playing as a team, like you guys are playing as a team. Then we could beat you, but I think you'll beat us. I think you beat us, but I'm sticking with me 3-2. I am sticking with me 3-2, just for the laugh. Just for a laugh.
Why not?
But yeah, why not? You just don't know. It could be 5-3, could be 5-4, could be 5-all, or it could be 0-0, couldn't it? So yeah, I'm going for 3-2. I'm going for 3-2 just for the crack. And the pound. I haven't put it on yet. I don't know what the odds are, but
I mean 3-2 Burnley. You're probably not going to get much back, but maybe. Johnny, I don't know whether you're secretly like an undercover copper or some sort of like squad that's ready to do Cov fans in, but that's how it's coming across. But
we'll What's he want to find me for? You can find me at 2:15 outside the away end.
I will find you.
I will.
I will.
I will track you down. Is that taken, wasn't it?
Yeah. You're hoping to have taken all 3 points, so let's hope not. Let's hope not, but we shall see. He says, I'm 15, mate. I'm no scary guy. Well, there you go.
Oh,
there you go.
Come and have a chat. Just get on the microphone. We'll have a laugh.
Yeah.
It's a good laugh, isn't it?
He'll pat you on head.
Come and have a chat. Yeah, come and have a chat. Knock me out live on telly, yeah. No, just come and have a chat. We're just coming up for a good day.
There we go. He's firing back. He's firing back. I just want to see he's upset when Burnley score 5. Oh, Luke's backing you. Luke's backing you. He's gone for 2-1. So
do you know what? He just wants to see me upset when we lose 5-0. I won't be upset. I won't be upset.
No, you've already said it's a free hit. You said it'd be a free hit. This.
It's a free hit. It's a free hit. It doesn't matter. You've won the league. We're not going to win the league, so it's a free hit. We've got 2 games in hand. Because Preston's cancelled now because they're in the FA Cup. So we've still got 2 games in hand. We're 4 points off the playoffs. If we lose, we lose. Don't matter. We've come up for the day out. We're going to have a laugh. And, you could beat us 10-0. I still wouldn't be upset. It won't upset me tomorrow. It didn't upset
That's what I mean. It's like sometimes you do the longer away games, don't you? Yeah, the longer away games. Like, it's all about the day out when you're doing away day for me. Okay, getting the win adds an extra bonus to it. But I remember stopping at a mate's house. I were only 16, 17, something like that. We nicked a couple of his dad's cans and we ended up staying up all night. And we was on a coach to Plymouth at 4 o'clock in the morning from outside Turf Moor. None of us had been to sleep. Then there were a group of lads that we'd met up with on the coach. And if anyone fell asleep, you got terrorised. There were a lad who fell asleep. He had a marshmallow stuck up his nose and tried to be set on fire. To be fair, we just sound like proper like down and out northern kids that just, let's piss around for fun. But we got beat 2-0, went all that way, got beat 2-0, played football with some Plymouth fans outside the ground before kick-off. They said last goal wins it, have been pissing down. Who slides in and gets winner and has muck all down his jeans for journey? Tithead here. Who ends up ripping his brand new coat from Christmas? Tithead here. But I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. They're the good ones. They're the ones that you sort of look back and you think, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it, as torturous as it was. Johnny says, I want Cov to come up with us. Yeah, definitely.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Claret wants his fingers crossed Burnley winter. That's gone big time. 8-0.
Listen, as I said, if we lose 8-0, 10-0, it don't matter. We'll still be happy. Don't care.
Like I say, I'll tell you one thing I forgot to mention, Myles. You've obviously got a point to prove with the Wrexham stuff as well, haven't you?
Yeah, of course we have. Yeah, we've got to sort it out. They've got these players. Robin said at the end of the match last week, there was players knocking on his door asking why aren't they playing, and if they come and knocking on my door again, it will just turn around and say that's why. And those players that underperformed last week, 2 of them are gone already.
Yeah.
So he's being ruthless, and he is ruthless. He will. They're gone. They're gone. They're not coming back. And the thing is that he will do that. And I'll give you a stat that we got beat by Sutton United after we won the FA Cup. They knocked us out of the FA Cup. And the following week, we played Norwich. They were second in the table, and we beat them. So, and also, I'll give you another one. We got hammered by Luton 5-0 last season. Ooh. And it turned our season around. The season before, we got battered by QPR. We turned our season around, went on a winning run. So, it's just been a great week. I said to you last night, we've never been able to sign any players in January. We signed 1 player last year in January. The year before, we signed Victor Gyökeres on loan, who was on loan at Swansea. He went to Brighton. Brighton loaned him out to us. We've signed, the loan players, but we've signed 2 loan players in January. And we're going to sign probably 2 or 3 more players in January. We've never been able to do it. So no matter what the score is tomorrow, you can say 8-0, 10-0, whatever. We've had a great week. Cov fans have had a fantastic week. We've never had this. We've never, ever had this. And the belief, you've only got to look at the photos of the lads coming out of the changing rooms yesterday at the training ground and this morning. They're buzzing. Their faces are lit up. You know when you smile. But these lads, their faces are lit up. They are so happy. That everything's finally, we're starting to get a steadiness around the club. We're starting to feel that things are progressing. And, you guys may think, I loved your intro, your picture of your new signing. That was the wrong picture. That was, he was Buzz Lightyear today.
Yeah, he was. To be fair, they put it out and I thought, right, I know with the tweet they put out earlier saying, so shall we get January started or something like that? And then I thought, Toy Story, what the heck has this got to do with Amin Al-Dakil? I thought, what, how, what? And then all of a sudden it zooms up and you've just got his head in Buzz Lightyear's body. And I'm like, make it make sense, but the genius is just there. You're like, why? It's weird, but our media team are just on it this season. I don't know why.
My lad said, look at this, they're revealing a player, Toy Story. And I was like, really? I'm getting slated here by Johnny. now. Yeah, but I don't think a lot of people don't understand what we've been through. We've been through so much. We have been through
Coventry have played a constant game of snakes and ladders, haven't you? And you've had them highs going up the ladder, but then shooting down the snake again, and it's sort of starting, and now you're hoping that you can finally see that finishing line and get out of all the mire.
Bert, like Johnny, I'm going to tell Johnny here. Johnny, we played at Northampton. We've played at Birmingham for 2 seasons. This season we played at Burton Albion for a cup tie. We got an eviction notice to kick us out the stadium. We've been kicked out the stadium. We had no club shop. We had no online shop. We've never had any money to spend in the transfer window. This is for us. This is massive. This is huge for us. Before we got relegated out of the Premier League, we were 34 years in the top flight of football. We were the third longest team in the top flight of football. And it's been rubbish ever since 21. This will be our 22nd year. And it's our 140th anniversary this year. Oh, and I'd top it all off, we've lost Hummel. We haven't got Hummel next season. It's even more gutting because I was so looking forward to the anniversary shirt. It would have been fantastic. It would have been brilliant.
Do some good shirts, the Hummel.
And now we're probably going to have an off-the-shelf bloody, I don't know, 10 quid
some sort of generic design,
put your own badge on it. You know what I mean? So, it's, this week's been brilliant. It don't matter what happens tomorrow. It really don't. And I mean that, but it's going to be a great game. And you're at a wedding. Can't believe you're at a wedding, mate.
I know. I'm gutted knowing you're there as well.
Mm.
And now I've got to dress up like pissing Voldemort with my bald head out.
Could have come and had a pint with us and everything.
I know. That cricket club were calling my name.
See? Would have been great. Next season in the Premier League.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. When we're both there. Johnny says here, he says, when Burnley were in the Prem, only 2 teams in the Championship I used to watch is Cov and Sheffield United because Cov are impressing. So that's it.
Thanks, mate.
You've talked him round. You've got it out of him. He's a secret sky blue. No, thanks very much for coming on. Really do appreciate it. Obviously, good luck with everything tomorrow at the ground in terms of trying to get a signal outside Turf Moor. That's a start. But like I say, enjoy.
Oh no, don't tell me that.
It's shit. It's shit for signal this Turf Moor. Trust me. But have a really good, have a good away day. No matter the result, like you say. Cheers. And thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Again, tell people where they can follow you and your socials.
Yeah, so Sky Blue Fans TV. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram. Just tune in anytime. We do live shows 2 or 3 times a week, depending if there's any specials going on or any great news. And then live shows every single game just before kickoff, about 45 minutes to an hour before kickoff. We have live streams on YouTube. So, yeah, just tune in. It'd be great. Thanks.
No, that sounds sweet enough. A Bristol City fan pops in and says Coventry 9, Burnley 0. You know what, Johnny? For once, I agree with you. I agree with you.
I don't think it's going to be that, is it?
Nah, well, if it is, even I'll be gobsmacked, put it that way. As Myles said there, please do go check out the link to Sky Blues Fans TV YouTube channel. That is in the description of this video. And if you are new here and you haven't noticed us already, and if you've enjoyed the content tonight, then please do drop a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't, and also hit that notification bell to be notified when we next go live. Good luck for the rest of the season. Hope to see you up there in and about it, and I'm sure we will speak in the Prem. I've got the faith. Just the bookies have already got your pound, though. That's all I'm going to say. But
it'd be ace, though, wouldn't it? It'd be ace. It'd be ace
it would.
If we both got up, it'd be brilliant.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Last couple of comments then before we call it off. Johnny says he's going to make this game interesting. 5-4. Dan Matt says, I'm off out, pal. Take care. Much love. Take it easy, pal. Johnny says bye. Henry says ciao. And Cindy says see y'all. From the States. So yeah, we will be back on Monday when we are doing a show regarding teams in the Mire. We have a Huddersfield fan, a Blackpool fan, Cardiff and Hull supporter, all coming on to talk about just where it's all gone wrong this season so far, especially in the first half. It's probably going to be more of a therapy session for them. Just get it out your system, have a cry, hope for the best in the second half. But we'll see. Monday, 9 p.m. Join us for that. And until then, let's hope for 3 points, obviously to the Claret side. Either way, there's some team in blue might get something. We'll see. Till then, take care and see you soon.